Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. It's Sunday the 16th of July, although you wouldn't really recognise it as being July. It's a bit blustery today. I'm actually hiding out in the chicken run. But I wanted to do this little intro because I actually was out in the garden yesterday doing a bit of harvesting and having a little bit of a look around. So I wanted just to do an intro to that because I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday. So stay with me and I'll take you back 24 hours in time to a day that was a little bit better weather-wise, although it did have the odd shower here and there. But it did give me the opportunity to get some nice harvests of some of the things I've been growing this year, and also to have a look about at other things in the garden. I'm quickly going to harvest this 20-litre pot with 2 Charlotte seed potatoes in, and we'll see what crop I get from this. Okie dokie, here's my little harvest of Charlottes. On the left hand side you can see the 2 seed potatoes, and on the right you can see the harvest that I got from them. Now there's a few little teeny tinies that I've just removed from the plant just so I could get the plant into the compost bin, but there's a few lovely sized Charlotte potatoes, so I'm really happy with this little harvest, and I'll weigh this when I get into the house and I'll let you know the size of the harvest. But I'm pleased, and I know that they will taste absolutely divine. So I'm going to root around in the brassica cage here because I think I've got some more calabrese to harvest, and I just want to take a look and see how things are getting on. So let me get the cover off this and I'll show you around. Okay, so to start over at the right hand side here, I've popped in a couple of Brussels sprouts that I had kicking about. They have been kicking about for a while in smaller pots, but hopefully they'll resolve that and start growing in here. I did have some cauliflowers in here, Romanesco cauliflowers, that really just didn't do very well at all. And then moving over here, I have, I thought this was a I thought this was a Brussels sprout plant when it was smaller, but no, it is a Swede, and look at the size of that. So it's doing fine, and there's another one at the back slightly smaller. So I thought I'd put 3 Brussels sprout plants here. I got my plant labels mixed up, and actually I've got 1 Brussels sprout there and 2 of these Swede. I'm wondering if I might just pick this Swede because it is looking quite big. I think I will. And there's some sort of yellowing flowers around the base. Yellowing leaves now around the base. So let's get this out and give us some space to work in. This is my first year growing Swede, and I'm pleased as punch with that. I've got 4 or 5 more, I think, that are doing quite well around the garden. So yeah, I'm pleased. Very, very pleased with that. Here's hoping it tastes as nice as it looks. So I can now see some calabrese that's, whoa, I'll need to harvest now. Not getting huge heads, but that's fine. I can get some of this harvested, and it will be eaten nevertheless. What I'll try and do is just cut the main bit. Like here, it's not a very large main bit, but I'll cut it, and then you can see there's these little tiny side shoots, so I'll leave them for a little while. Similarly here, I'll cut this. Oh, it's just about going over. And I'll leave the little side shoots and get another little harvest. I did that with a bigger one over the other side of the bed, and those side shoots are probably going to be ready to harvest as well. So I'll get these harvested, and that's another little crop for me, I think, probably. Oh, it was a bit busy in here. This guy is a purple sprouting broccoli, looking nice and healthy, but won't get anything this year from this plant, I don't imagine. I think I've got 3 purple sprouting broccoli along the edge there. But yeah, let's get some of this calabrese harvested. A little modest harvest of the calabrese, but welcome nevertheless. So this cauliflower has been waiting patiently for a number of weeks for a final bed. So I'm going to pop this in where I took out the swede, so that I can continue to make use of this bed as a brassica bed. Swedes aren't really brassicas, are they? I just accidentally put them, or maybe they are. I don't think they are, no. I just accidentally put that in there, but this should be mostly brassicas. I think this is all the year round cauliflower. Bad labelling. So, yep, that's it in situ, so hopefully it will be quite happy there. I have sprinkled a few chicken manure pellets in the growing hole, or the planting hole, and that will hopefully add a bit of nutrients in here, since we've had the swede in that obviously has taken nutrients to grow. So we'll see how we got on with this. Okay, here I am around at the other side of the brassica cage, and we can see I've got another little bit of calabrese to harvest here, and you get a better look at the Brussels sprout plant, which is doing nicely. I cannot remember, I think it's maybe Philo basket. And then here's another purple sprouting broccoli plant. Now what you can also see is there's quite a lot of stuff in here that shouldn't be. So this is, you can't see anything. So this is more mint that has managed to work its way into the bed. So there's quite a lot of mint. I do think it's possibly helping detract some pests, perhaps, little flies and bits and bobs, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to take some of it out because it's getting a bit extreme. Sorry about the noise, by the way. More work getting done in the house. Yeah, and there's a bit more there. So I'll get some of this this mint out, and I'll grab that little bit of calabrese. So I've got a couple of pots of dwarf runner beans, and I think some of these are ready to harvest. So, actually maybe over ready to harvest. There's a couple of biggies, but oh, hello bee. But we can see there's some other ones, maybe of a more palatable size. So I'm going to zip around this and see if I can get some of these harvested. All sorts of insects enjoying these flowers. Okay, here's my little cabbage bed. I think this is called Golden Acre, if I'm correct. And there's some nice little cabbages. I don't know whether, I think I'm just going to harvest this. I'm sure they'll, well, some of them have still got more growing to do. But this may well do a little bit more growing, but I want a cabbage, and that's actually looking really quite nice. So I'll get that harvested now. These are Hurst Greenshaft peas, and there's a lot nearly ready, and there's quite a few that are ready. I've got some here, and then if I just swing you around, I've also got some in this bed as well. So hopefully I'll get a nice little harvest from this, and yeah, and there'll be more coming. So here's today's harvest. Really pleased with it. We've got a nice golden acre, I think, cabbage. Oh, what variety is this? Swede. Best of all, perhaps. Then we've got a nice bundle of Hirst green shaft peas, some calabrese and some dwarf French, dwarf runner beans. And then while I was going around, I found these little snowball turnips that needed to be harvested, and this courgette that was getting a bit big for its boots. So overall, yeah, really pleased with this harvest. Now to get cooking. Okay, before I sign off for the day, and sorry about the breeze, I found this sort of sickly looking pot of potatoes. They're Charlotte, and I noticed they've got some little sort of marks on some of the leaves, not in the stem. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, look, there's some marks on the stems there. I'm just a wee bit concerned about this plant. So I'm going to harvest the potatoes, see what I get, and then I'm going to dispose of the foliage in the council bin. So yeah, let's see what we got. So we should get a sort of good harvest. Well, we should get a decent harvest in that it's a second early and they've been in for long enough. But as I say, it does look a bit sickly. And I think I have, sorry, I'm shouting a bit over the wind. I think I have been lulled into a false sense of security with watering because we've had so much rain recently. It doesn't look like it is that wet, and I had a fertile around some of my other pots, and after I've done this, I'm actually going to water my all my potato pots. Yeah, this is looking a bit icky. So yeah, let's get this harvested and see if there's anything worth speaking of. Oh, where's my label? Charlotte 3 seed potatoes. So we've certainly got some Charlottes. Well, actually, is it damp? Barely damp, actually. Yeah, definitely to water my pots. We have a whopper. Okay, here's one of the seed potatoes. Ugh. Squidgy one and another one. So that's the 3. No, girl. Chicken's trying to eat the foliage. So I'll reuse this compost, but I'm not going to use it for potatoes, my Christmas potatoes for example, or tomatoes. I'll just use it for something that, I don't think that was blight, but you never know. Just got to be careful. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, fairly happy with that, I have to say. I'm guessing that might be about 3.5, 4 pounds, because some of these are quite big. So, okay, good. Another little lot of potatoes for me, and I think I think I'll call a halt to this video, because I can't really do any more recording today that's going to be sensible since it's blowing a hoolie. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.